Welcome back to BAMMA 19 from the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, a place they have sometimes called, some people do call it, the Las Vegas of the United Kingdom. I can neither confirm nor deny that that is true. What I can confirm is it is time for our second title fight of the night. It's the Lonsdale British lightweight title as Marc Diakiese takes on Jack McGann.
Jack McGann, 21, fighting to take over his MMA and Lonsdale. I'm coming off the back of my debut win at BAMMA 17, which I won in the first round, put a minute and a half in, and gave a fellow the toughest guy alive, by the way, and I was really happy with it.
And now, beautiful left hook to the body, big from it. It's all over.
Marc Diakiese, final ASW Manchester, All-Stars in Sweden. I'm 22 years old. My last fight, BAMMA 17, it was a bit difficult. Obviously, my opponent, I had different opponents. Eventually, BAMMA managed to get me a fight, but I wasn't very happy with my performance. I don't want to fight in my life again because I'll get beat up every fight like that. That wasn't me.
Marc's an undefeated fighter. He's 6-0. I think he's a great fighter. He's a dynamic striker. There's a lot of unorthodox things and does them very well. And he's there to fight. He's not unbeaten. He's not going to. He doesn't change me. I don't know how to lose.
I think Jack McGann is a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but I think all this hype behind him, what I actually think is that good. I honestly believe he's not for anyone. So I'm looking forward to it.
Marc, I hope you're training as hard as me, mate. I'm taking that belt tonight.
Because I'm coming for you, so just be ready.
So Nick, here is BAMMA 19's second big title from the Winter Gardens, the lightweight title, and it's the bone crusher. Marc Diakiese coming in, 21 years of age, unbeaten in 6. This fight has really got me excited.
This is many people's pick for fight of the night, Malcolm. Two undefeated young fighters, both exciting. Marc Diakiese, third time on BAMMA. He won his previous 2 both by decision, so we can expect him to go out and chase the finish tonight.
Yes, I mean, as you said, a lot of hype about this one, a lot of talk from the fighters themselves as well. A lot of mind games going on, but the bottom line is this: 2 21-year-olds with perfect records going for the BAMMA lightweight title. You couldn't write it any better. This is, for me, as everybody else said, possibly the fight of the night.
Yeah, it's got exciting fight written all over it. I'm expecting Marc, to be honest, to use his wrestling to get this fight to the ground because Jack McGann has got such good boxing. I just don't think Marc is going to want to take a risk in that department.
So here's his opponent, Jack McGann. He's never been out of the first round. From the famous Wolf's Lair, 6 KO finishes, 1 submission finish. They say he's been training for this all his life. This is what he eats, sleeps, breathes. They feel he's destined to be champion, and you look at his record, and it's hard to disagree with his camp.
Not only has he not been out the first round, he hasn't been past 3 minutes. That is a scary statistic for his opponent. This guy's got fantastic boxing, and he grew up on MMA, started training at the tender age of 10 years old.
That's right, and when you look at the people that have been sparring partners in the past, it's a who's who of MMA when you're with the Wolf Lair.
Exactly, he's been there, seen it, done it all, been mixing around with these world-class fighters, so he's not going to be faced by this occasion.
And he actually had the nerve to tell Diakiese where he's going wrong. Let's not forget that.
That's beautiful mind games. As you say, Malcolm, he makes his opponent doubt himself. He makes him wonder if he should make some last-minute changes and potentially throw him off his whole game plan.
Listen to that. And look at McGann and Diakiese. Oh, the mind games are continuing. This is wonderful stuff. a chat with Jack McGann because you can feel the tension in the cage. And let's look at the tail of the tape. 22 now, Marc Diakiese, 0, 7 and 0. One of these men's going to be the lightweight champion, and I can't wait for this one. Let's get Buddy to make the official announcement.
BAMMA 19, coming to you live across the world at the Winter Gardens right here in Blackpool, England. We are ready for 3 5-minute rounds in BAMMA's lightweight division. This bout, ladies and gentlemen, is for the vacant Lonsdale British middleweight lightweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighing at 154.6 pounds. A flawless record of 6 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws, with 2 wins by TKO. Representing heavy duty from Doncaster, England, Marc Diakiese. And fighting in the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighing 154.8 pounds. He has an equally flawless record of 7 wins, 0 losses, and 0 draws, with 6 of those wins by TKO. Representing Wolf Slayer from Liverpool, England, Jack McGann. And the action begins with referee charge, Mark Woodard. Do you have any questions? Okay, if you want to touch gloves, do it now. If not, go back to
So Nick, no touching of gloves there. That's how much this means to both of them. And this is the Winter Gardens. It's used to ballroom dancing and more sedate affairs. But listen to this. They're going to see something different tonight. Flying knee by Diakiese in the right leg from the lead leg. Sweeps the inside leg of McGann. He's come out on fire.
Wow, he's coming out strong. He was grinning ear to ear at the beginning, and he's decided to take the approach of kicking the boxer. Very smart tactics.
Oh, chops at that lead leg again, as you said. Front push kick to the face of McGann.
What an energetic start. Can Diakiese keep it up, or is he using it as a ploy? There you go, to set up his wrestling potentially. Easily handled by McGann.
Well, he had a left jab there, Nick, from McGann, and it stuck him in his tracks, and then suddenly that's why he went for the takedown, because McGann caught him so cleanly, and he's straight back up from that slam. We had a feeling this would be something special.
This is a barn burner already, and we're only just a few seconds in. Diakiese used the body lock to get the slam. McGann bounced off the canvas like it was a trampoline. Well trained, well prepared to defend these takedown attempts.
Yes, Diakiese came out of the blocks, as you said, throwing the legs, trying to upset the boxer.
Excellent head position. There's a head battle going on here for superior position. It's going back and forth. They know how important it is. Diakiese dropped down for the double leg, manages to pull them out from underneath McGann, but McGann ready to spring straight back up using the cage.
Looks to his corner as well while he's in that position for advice.
He just looks so relaxed for such a young man. But I'm loving how Marc is just grinning the whole way through this. He's in his element. He is, you know, there's nowhere else he'd rather be right now than in this cage fighting another professional fighter.
Well, that's right. This fight has been hyped as the 2 young prospects, the 2 unbeaten men. There's bragging rights here as much as anything else. And do you know what? I think the last thing on their mind at the moment is the actual title.
They're in a dogfight right now. There's no time to think. Diakiese has his hands linked. McGann going for the switch to try and reverse this, but great job by Marc. But McGann just so good at working his way back to the cage, using the wisdom and popping back up. This is really a tiring fight at the moment. It's going to fill the arms with blood and potentially slow McGann's boxing back down if it goes back into the centre.
Tactically, at the moment, do you feel Diakiese's done everything right against such a dangerous boxer?
I think so. If he can keep it up, if he's got the conditioning. This is a really tiring style of fighting, but so far I'd have to say he's winning because he's just pouring the pressure on.
Yes, he's had the takedowns, he's pushed forward, he had the early kicks, chopping at the legs of McGann. Again, a great boxer, you chop at his legs, so Diakiese, you can't fault his tactics here early, halfway through the first round.
Now he's looking for that single leg. Again, McGann just popping straight back up, relentless, but Diakiese chopping back down over and over again. What a frantic pace to this opening round.
And in terms of cardio, I mean, these are 2 young... Oh, big knee from McGann as Diakiese came in.
Yeah.
With the takedown again.
Right into the gut there. Jack's right knee, beautifully placed, but didn't seem to faze Marc. Working the right punches as he keeps mixing back and forth between strikes and takedown attempts.
Well, what a bout so far, and we've still got just over a minute and a half, and Marc Diakiese came out the blocks, and he's been relentless since then in pursuit of Jack McGann.
Yep, here's another takedown. McGann, good job posting his hand, and look how he just effortlessly lands with his hips next to the cage, shuffles back a little bit more, uses the whizzer, and pops straight back up. That is a Wolf Slayer specialist technique.
But Marc Diakiese shut out his stall. He does not want to box with McGann. He's made that clear, hasn't he? And it's the right thing to do.
It's smart fighting. He opened with the kicks, which is a different range to the boxing range, and then he closed it once again. Really just taking Jack out of his game, forcing him to fight the type of fight he doesn't want to be doing.
That's right. It's been all Marc Diakiese at the moment, tactically fighting the right fight. So pumped up before the fight started.
He really was, not an ounce of fat on him. And it's McGann who lands on top now. This could be enough to steal the round if he can cause some damage here.
Listen to the crowd as well. The elbow comes down.
Yeah, baby Diakiese was just chasing the takedown a little bit too much, and he didn't expect McGann to reverse it.
Well, it's the first mistake in the round for him, because everything else tactically against such a good boxer has been right.
Marc looking for an armbar on McGann's left arm. McGann wise to it, shrugs it off and passes. This is good position for him. 20 seconds still in the round, looking to take the back. Missed his left hook though. Got to be careful he doesn't end up underneath. Last 15 seconds.
Well, what a turnaround. All Marc Diakiese to start with. And then McGann comes good at the end of the round. But over the full round, Nick, you've got to say the judges will probably score this in Marc Diakiese's favour.
It's a really, really hard one to call. Diakiese, numerous takedown attempts, couldn't keep him down. Jack McGann actually spent more time on top than Marc did in all his single attempts. Here's a replay. This was early on. The suplex, boom! Look how McGann just springs back up. He's got the right whizzer, and that was really a tale of the first round.
So how much is this taken out of Diakiese? He's put a huge amount into this first round for very little result at the moment. He may have made a statement saying, you're not going to box me, we're going to fight at my range, but what has it taken out of him, and what has he achieved?
Only time will tell, Malcolm. Both men look all right. McGann opting to keep standing in between the rounds. Marc taking a seat to catch his breath. But time will tell how the fatigue of the first round will play out.
So round two, the first time in his professional career for Jack McGann, and the same attempt by Diakiese as he did in the first to keep it at the range that he wants.
Oh, and it's fair to say this pace hasn't slowed one little bit. Diakiese in top position, and Jack doing what he's done best so far, scooting his hips to the cage. But look at this, Diakiese opting to try and mount, working the ground and pound with his right hand. This is not good for Jack. This is the worst position he's been in so far. Good job standing back up. Great resilience, great persistence, great determination. He's drilled to get up, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, we wondered what would happen to Marc Diakiese's game plan. Well, I think at the moment he's looked at his opponent and come with the game plan that really suits, and it is working for him at the moment. The one thing he's got to be aware of is the danger, like at the end of the first round there. He's got to stay so focused while he does this, hasn't he?
Absolutely, there's no mistakes allowed at this level. One mistake can cost you the fight. But this is just such a grueling fight. I can't emphasise it enough for those of you watching at home.
It's the intensity, Nick.
Intensity and just the taxation on the muscles, the pushing and the pulling. If you just do one or the other, you can go for days, but when you mix it up, it just fatigues you so quickly. These guys are in phenomenal shape.
Well, as you'd expect, I mean, this is a fantastic matchup for the lightweight title. It's one that everybody wanted to see, and it is not disappointing.
Okay, another mistake there by Diakiese. He tried to sacrifice the trip, and he ends up on his back again. This is dangerous. That can cost him the round if McGann stays on top.
Yes, it's the little mistakes like that when you think of how much effort he's put in and what he's trying to do. Chopping elbow there from McGann as well.
That one landed through the guards. Got to keep working them, stay busy. He's in a good position, he wants to take advantage of it. And you can see the redness on McGann's back. That is a result of being pressed up against the cage for the majority of this fight.
That's right, we've not seen that before, but those elbows are coming down now from McGann. And Diakiese had to respond to those chopping elbows.
Yeah, good job by Diakiese to get back to his feet. And here we are in the familiar position with Diakiese looking for another takedown.
Yeah, he's been relentless in that. He set out his stall early, and he's gone for that consistently.
Yeah, this is potentially the first time we've seen McGann fade a little bit. He didn't top straight back up, so that could be telling halfway through round 2 now.
Yes, Diakiese has been relentless in his pursuit of Jack McGann. Relentless in trying to keep him with his back to the canvas.
Yeah, good job passing there. Managed to get his left knee through and into mount position. McGann starting to slow down, I feel.
Well, Diakiese putting those shots in. McGann looks to protect his face, but big round so far for Marc Diakiese.
Looking around, every single member of the crowd are on their feet, screaming for one fight or another. They realise how much is on the line here.
Oh, and as McGann gets back to his feet, the crowd respond, but Marc Diakiese, you can't fault the tactical application here, Nick.
And neither can you fault his conditioning. He is relentless. I've never seen anything like it.
Yes, he really has tried to negate the strengths that everybody knew of Jack McGann.
So far, McGann's not had a chance to show off his boxing, and that really is his strength.
And Diakiese has stuck to him so close the whole time. And as you said, the phenomenal cardio needed, I don't think people will quite realise just what this is taking out of both men.
He's relentless. Non-stop pressure, pressure, pressure. Either pressing him up against the cage, looking for a body lock, or dropping down onto his legs. McGann's gonna have to go back in between the rounds and really listen to his corner's advice to see how he can change this situation up, because at the moment, in my opinion, he's losing the fight.
Well, he is definitely this round. Oh, but the knee out of nowhere! Suddenly the knee! This is going to be, oh no!
I thought they were going to stop it. That landed right on the chin. Now he's attacking the neck. That is a deep, deep, deep guillotine.
Unbelievable turnaround by McGann. When we thought he was tiring, suddenly he turns it round. And Diakiese is in all sorts of trouble now.
He's fighting on pure instinct at this stage. He survived the knee to the chin. He survived the guillotine to the head. Now can he survive the rear naked choke?
Here it goes. He's still got 25 seconds of rear naked choke in him. This is desperate times for Marc Diakiese. He's sinking it in Jack McGann. What a fight this has been from both men. McGann suddenly turns it round, and Diakiese is the one that's looking fatigued now after such effort.
I think he's going to see it through to the end of the round. Luckily enough for him, time is almost out. But as you say, what a turnaround. That's now got to be 1 round apiece going in to make an amazing 3rd and final round.
Oh my God, what a round. What a single round of MMA, Nick. We've had everything here. For so long, Marc Diakiese's tactics worked, and then McGann exploded.
That knee came out of nowhere. Here we go back to the replay. Pulls his head into it, drops him. Diakiese instinctually goes for the single leg. Wow, that was right on the button. That could have been knockout on against anyone else. And then before long, he started looking for that guillotine, which was super deep. But Marc did the right thing and span immediately out.
I just wonder how much he's got left now. He's had 2 phenomenal rounds, and then in the last 30 seconds of the second round, it all goes wrong for him.
Once again, Jack McGann opting to stay standing in between rounds. I think now, look, Diakiese's still wobbly. Look at him, he can barely keep his balance. He's hurt. Referee asking if he's all right to continue. Of course he's going to say he's all right to continue. There's a title on the line.
But Nick, this fight has lived up to all the hype. Nobody would have believed the way Diakiese came out for those first 2 rounds.
This is potentially fight of the year.
So
Here we go, 3rd and final round. Will Diakiese come out with his crazy kicks and knees like he has so far?
well, he's looking tired now, and McGann knows it, you feel. You feel he knows it now. He looked for another knee. High point kick from Diakiese. He looks to tie up again.
Yeah, McGann made a slight mistake there. He was looking to pick his opponent off, whereas really he should have been using his footwork to circle away from the cage and then get back on his boxing. See, because he didn't now, he's defending the takedown against the cage as before.
Good tactics again from Diakiese. He's been hurt. He needs time to recover. He's doing the right thing. Tactically, you can't fault the man.
If he can do this for 5 more minutes, I think he will go home with the belt tonight. But you can never rule out Jack McGann. He's always got a trick up his sleeve, as we've seen so far.
Both men are being tested to the limits of their endurance. And Diakiese again, he's like a dog with a bone after this.
Yeah, nice punches here. But really, he wants to, when he gets a takedown, he needs to immediately advanced position, maybe mount or take the back, because otherwise what's happening is Jack McGann is able just to keep getting back up to his feet, and he's having to repeat the whole process.
As he does there, as you said, Nick. Tried to make McGann eat a knee as well. Oh, this one's balanced. This is superb. Sometimes you get the hype. This lives up to it. This is going beyond the hype now. What a battle between these two men.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling there's going to be a little more action before it's over. They're both taking a little breather, understandably so right now. And there's... Here we go, another takedown, but we're just seeing the familiar pattern now. Takedown, stand back up, takedown, stand back up. Diakiese's got to get creative now.
Listen to that crowd though, Nick. This is what BAMMA's doing. BAMMA is bringing MMA to the UK in a big, big way with these matchups that people want to see. And they're seeing it here tonight at the Winter Gardens.
Rear naked choke attempt out of nowhere. This is what I was talking about, mixing it up. But McGann is confident. I don't think it's under chin. He's turning into his opponent. That's the right thing he should be doing. But this is what Diakiese needs more of. Mixing up his attacks. Being a little unorthodox. Not quite under the chin, but he should at least use it to get mount position. Jack McGann
They're going crazy, Nick. They know they almost saw something there. And McGann is somehow bringing. Listen to this at BAMMA 19.
Unbelievable stuff. The crowd have been going crazy non-stop. They're going to be as tired as the two fighters by the end of this. McGann needs to keep busy. He cannot accept this position off his back. There he goes, moving the shoulders. He needs to get onto his side to work an escape.
Incredible recovery from Marc Diakiese. Superb work. Well, as you and I said, when he came out for the third, he was on wobbly legs. And he's still there now, still battling away. And as it stands, with just under 2 minutes left, he's taking this round.
He is, he's stealing it. Second by second, as they tick by, he is winning this fight. McGann needs last-ditch attempt. He needs to get back to his feet. There you go. He's looking for that right whizzer. He's sneaking his right knee out and looking to get to his knees. Post up on his left hand, but has he got the gas to do it? Especially carrying Diakiese's weight on top of him.
That's what it's all about in this last 1.5 minutes. The gas. What have they got left? Because this has been a phenomenal pace. Incredible energy expended. And I don't think anybody would have written the story this way as it stands at the moment.
Potential side choke attempt here now from Diakiese. It looks tight. He needs to drop his head to the ground and touch heads with his opponent. The cage is in the way. Oh, he's out. Good job by McGann to free his right arm up.
But the longer they're here, the longer this round goes with Diakiese.
I think so. I think Jack's going to have to put out a miracle now to get back to his feet and get the knockout. I can't see him winning by submission.
Well, Diakiese has stuck to a game plan. No opportunity for the boxing.
It's the performance of a lifetime for Diakiese. He's really earned this win tonight if he can just hold on 40 more seconds, keep in top position, keep the ground and pound going, and keep threatening the odd submission.
Well, last 30 seconds coming up. And both sets of fans, it's the Diakiese fans now that are on their feet and going crazy. We've got 25 seconds left. It's counting down.
Yeah, McGann still trying to shrimp away, trying to get some distance going and get back to his knees. I think right now, 15 seconds to go, he needs to give up on that plan and just look for a submission. 10 seconds.
Well, we're inside the last 10 and we can hardly hear ourselves think yet. Marc Diakiese, relentless in his pursuit of Jack McGann. Incredible performance.
It really was a fantastic fight. I wouldn't mind seeing these guys go at it later down the line. They really earn each other's respect. You get to know someone when you fight for 15 minutes and leave it all in the cage like these two just have.
Oh, unbelievable stuff. And Marc Diakiese, we thought the knee at the end of round 2 would be amazing, but But do you know what? We're going to catch our breath now. We're going to take a break and then come back for the official decision. And all I can say is wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge 1 scores about 29-28. Judge 2, 30-27. And Judge 3, 29-28. And your winner by unanimous decision and new Lonsdale British lightweight champion in the blue corner, Marc Diakiese.
Mark, can I just first say, huge amount of hype surrounding this fight, huge amount of emotion. How did you cope with that coming into the cage? Because the pressure on you both tonight was immense.
I just thought, I'm not very liked in this division, so I just thought fight's a fight. I win if it comes, I win or win it. So best one comes out, I win it. So I just thought, just do what I do best, train hard and fight.
Now, a lot's been said of Jack's phenomenal punching power. You didn't let that happen across 3 rounds. You obviously had a game plan. You stifled, you took him down. The cardio you showed there was superb.
No, I just thought, I've been through 3 rounds most of the time, like 3 times now. I knew if I come out first round with him, it will gas out because it's like not losing before the night, it feels like. So I just thought it will get tired after first round. I knew the rest rounds were mine.
Now, you stuck to him right throughout the fight, but there was that one moment, 30 seconds to go in round 2, you ate a knee. What happened there?
I don't think it was a knee or a punch.
It was definitely a knee.
A knee, well, I knew he's got good knees, so I just thought, you know, he just worked through it. I felt rocked, but, you know, it's a fight. I'm a warrior. I got to walk through it.
Now, we say in the commentary position that when you come out for the 3rd round, you still look to be feeling the effects of it, yet somehow the 3rd round, you got even stronger.
Yeah, I think I've got one gift. You know, I get stronger by rounds. I thank God for that. So, it's great.
Well, Mark, not only did the fight live up to the hype, you are the lightweight champion. Incredible performance.
Those fights where you could see both of them being a winner at some point. It was one of those fights where it was almost unfair for one person to win it, but what a performance from Marc Diakiese. He absolutely stuck to the task, and watching it from the side of the cage, seeing the people around us, not just from the commentators and the fans behind me, you could see how shocked everyone was. When he ate that knee and he went down, you thought, that is it is all over. It showed you what a heart of a warrior he had. And one thing that Nick said during the commentary is it's one of those fights that further down the line we would like to see again. And Malcolm Martin joins me right now, fresh from in the cage. What a fantastic fight. I was just mentioning the fact that Marc Diakiese had to weather some real pressure. That knee, we thought he was out, especially when the guillotine went on.
Mark's performance was incredible tonight. He knew Jack's strengths. We all talked about Jack exploiting his weaknesses. He fought his game against Jack's strengths to keep that cardio, to keep that pressure on for 3 rounds and take that big knee. 30 seconds left of round 2 was phenomenal. We felt in the commentary position, looking at the 2 men, that's where the tide would turn. He somehow recovered, and you saw the rest, OJ.
Well, yeah, and we talked beforehand. We talked about the fact that there was head games going on. Did Jack McGann, did he manage to get inside of his head? I mean, the knee, we're just seeing the knee there. It was a real knee. I mean, that's knockout material. That is going to go down. But the thing is, though, the one thing Marc Diakiese did is he didn't let Jack McGann do that more than just the once. He got that one knee in. The rest of the time, he was on his back or having to stand up.
That was the incredible thing, talking to Mark in the cage. He didn't know what landed, and he admitted being hurt, but he said he's a true warrior, and he went on. For me, Jack McGann, the first round, for all the effort, wasn't in trouble. He defended brilliantly, he was very calm and cool.
But he was getting tired from standing up.
This is the thing, OJ, by the time the rounds went on, the fatigues came in, and that was where I was so impressed with Diakiese, the cardio, to keep going. Both men were beginning to crack. You saw the knee, and I thought, now, this is where round 3 becomes a different game. It didn't. You've got to take full credit to that man. His cardio, his conditioning was superb. And in the 3rd round, he got even stronger.
He did get even stronger, and it was set up beautifully by the fight before it, our other title fight. Andy Devon taking on Conor Cook. It was a great fight as well. Andy Devon showed that at 37, on his birthday, he still has some skills. It was a devastating finish.
Well, he was pumped up, as you saw when he came in. And don't forget, he's been on a good fight winning streak. So the confidence was